they will call parents and tell them, oh, please, we'll come and carry your daughter. Oh, she's sick. Oh. I know how many people died in school. Policeman stopped the driver talking. And before you know, I started hearing them exchanging words. And the policeman was flinging his weapon as if he's flinging toy gun. I was telling the man, I'm going to shoot you here. And nobody, I say, hey, you're going to shoot who? Please, sir. 12 a.m. in the middle of nowhere. That was the first time this thing was ever happening to me. I know that it could have been worse. Lots of people have been killed on the road. And the final one that really made me appreciate God and His faithfulness was during my convocation and I was coming back. The cars that we were going, one of them blew up. 4 people died. A woman, she wore jean trousers, and I was like, God, this can't be anybody, because they were using a public transport just the same way we were. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christabel and I am excited, delighted and thrilled to have you in my corner. If you're a new subscriber, hi baby, I love you so much. Welcome to the family. If you're an old subscriber, hi, I see you, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're an OG. Jejo said you're an OG. Everybody knows that there's nobody better, finer, I'm sweeter than you. So I'm happy to have everybody in my space. Quick one. Early this week, I didn't know what to post. I've not posted on Instagram for 3 weeks, almost a month. And I don't know, I was just feeling very... Started with me treating malaria, to me feeling very... I don't want to use the word depressed, but was feeling very down. It was as if I was just thinking about all the things that is not going right in my life. You know that moment where you just and everything that is not going right in your life, you just start thinking about it. And it was on from Monday down till Wednesday. For Wednesday evening, I was still thinking about all these things when this song dropped in my mind. You see this song? I'll explain why this song means a lot to me. Come on! Come on! Oh, the mighty chorus, hallelujah. Yes, we will only go, hallelujah. Angelic glory, hallelujah. Okay, so as soon as I heard this song, the rush of gratitude that entered my heart was alarming. I'm not here to bubble you guys. I'm not here to give you guys all these stories that never happened. This is literally what happened to me. First off, I entered university at the age of 15. I left for school when my brother, Dr. Dave, entered school. I felt down that period because he was like my OG. When my eldest brother left for school, for uni, I felt down as well, but having Dr. Dave at home was more like a consolation. But when Dr. Dave left for school, I was like, no, I can't take it anymore. I have to go. I have to go to school as well. So I wrote WAEC in SS2. I wrote my WAEC in SS2. I passed. I wrote JAMB in SS2 as well. So after I did JAMB, I applied for school. I got Bowen University. That one is a story for another day. The whole process of getting Bowen University. But yeah, I got Bowen University and I went to school. Now, that's from the very beginning. Let's start with how maths has been one of my biggest nemesis since when I was in primary school. Me and maths, we are not guys, we are not G's, we are not close, we are not friends. I can remember then my mom would beat me because I could not count from 100 to I think 120 or something. And then when I reach 100, like when I managed to reach 100, I will ask Dr. Dave, Dr. Dave, please. And he will always be beside me because he knows that I could not do it. Always be beside me. Dr. Dave, please, how do they say this one? The next one after 100, he'll tell me it's 111. I tell mommy 111. I'll say okay. And then he will go. And when mommy asks me, I will forget and I'll tell her it's 121. But let's not laugh. Calm down. So this problem with maths carried on until my university. I failed maths in 100 level entering school. I failed maths. That was the only subject I failed in my 100 level. Yeah, I failed maths. And I was not surprised because I was like, oh well, I was not surprised. So I didn't write maths again till my final year. And even in that my final year, combining projects and everything, I wrote maths again. And I still failed it. And I still failed it. I had to come back for summer. God bless Bowen University for still doing summer or for doing summer in general, because in some schools where they don't do summer, you actually be a spillover student. So I wrote maths during summer and I passed it then. I got a C. But I can remember then, even the whole process of reading for maths, this song was my support system. Since I was saying, and then, even in my final year, I can remember this song and City of God by Don Sin. Oh God, these two songs were like my real tight G's. I can remember then I'll be begging God, God, please just let me pass this course. I will not stay an extra day that I am not meant to stay in this school. I know me and mass, we are not G's, but like you've helped me in other difficult courses like PHS. And I know that you're not going to leave me now. Like I was just very dependent on God and everything. And yes, I passed. I got a C. And that's something. I was happy. I was like, hey, let me go. Let me, Jesus, what a life. I was so excited. But then I also remembered that 4 years, I spent 4 years in Bowen University. I was journeying from Port Harcourt to Osun State, from Port Harcourt to Osun State every single break. I never stayed in Lagos. I did not stay in Ibadan. I was always coming back to Port Harcourt every single break. I never stayed in school for any break. So even if it's Easter break, I'll come back home and I'll go back. So many things to be grateful for. And I can remember that there was a time when we were coming back after summer, like summer school session, and I came back. I reached my house around 2 a.m. And that was the first time reaching my house that late. But before then, when we were on the road, somewhere in River State, like somewhere entering River State, I can't remember if it's Bayelsa, I can't remember, but I know it was around 12 a.m. that this thing was happening. So the policeman stopped the driver. And the driver came down and they were talking. And before I started hearing them exchanging words. And the policeman was flinging his weapon as if he's flinging toy gun. He was telling the man, I'm going to shoot you here. And nobody, I say, hey, you're going to shoot who? Please, sir. Hey, God. 12 a.m. in the middle of nowhere. And my phone was almost dead. God, that was the first time this thing was ever happening to me. I can remember like I was listening to this same song during that period. And they settled the policeman and we started going. But I know that it could have been worse. A lot of people have been killed on the road while traveling. And then the final one that really made me appreciate God and his faithfulness was when I was done with my convocation and I was coming back. I'll put the clip somewhere here. And we were coming back, the cars, we were coming back, some people were going. So the cars that we were going, one of them blew up and 4 people died. A woman, she wore jean trouser. At least my mom saw her, but I refused to see. I don't like seeing all those kind of things. And I was like, God, this can't be anybody. They were using public transport just the same way I've been using it all my time, like all the time I was going to school. Even though most times they chatter the Sienna and stuff like that, but then it could have happened to anybody and stuff like that. God. Let's not even talk about this when we finish exam. I'll enter the room. My uncle will ask me, babe, how far now? How was your paper? Hey, my uncle today. My lecturer go learn new thing. I thought my lecturer, God, those days. My lecturer go learn new thing. They just say they're smart. Like, today they will know that you don't know book. PhD what? Now Christabel will teach you, no fear. I will still see our result. We'll still see A. We'll still see B. I'm like, hey, God, we thank you. No, good times. Good times. Like, I was just remembering all the things to be grateful for. 4 years in Bowen University. Not for one day did I have any serious sickness that they will call me, my parents, and tell them, oh, please, oh, come and carry your daughter, oh, she's sick, oh, stuff like that. I know how many people died in school. Ha! I know how many students died. Both the ones that died in the hostel, the ones that died in the clinic. So many things to be grateful for. Even not entering any problem in school that they will say, okay, let them expel you, let them suspend you. These are things to be grateful for. I see the rush of gratitude that just caught up, like that just held me. I was like, God, you're too good. Like, I don't know if it's the moment. I know it's not the moment. Maybe it's Holy Spirit that just helped me to understand the gravity of good things. Sometimes you don't value the things you have till you experience the things you don't want. I worked in the hospital for my IT, and I can remember then when I was in the hospital, I saw a lot of people die. And it made me realize that you see this thing they call life. As long as you have life, you have hope. And no matter how bad anything is, once there is life, there is hope. Later, my entered female ward, I saw a woman sitting down on the bed. That their bed is the way they can make it and the person can, sit down. I was still asking the nurse, oh, can I see her this thing so that we can know what will change in her diet, stuff like that. And the nurse was not like, no, she no deal that we should keep going. And it took me minutes. In fact, it took me a very good if Mama Coco she will say, why are you so? But it took me a good one, like a few minutes to understand that what she meant by she know the the woman is dead. Like the woman is dead. I was like, hey. And she looked normal. I feel like they were waiting to know if she would maybe move or something. I don't know. Like life is just, it's malaria now. Malaria, for instance, or cold. Cold will hit you like this, you'll be thinking, God, all the times when I was just taking my life for granted. All the times when I'll be feeling okay and I'll just take it as the normal thing. It's something to be grateful for. So the rush of gratitude that hit me just made me. I was so grateful. I didn't even know when that sadness just left my body. It reminds me of this passage of the Bible. I'm going to put it somewhere here. Where David said, Lord, don't make me forget your goodness. Something like that. And then this icing on the cake, the main thing that made me to be so grateful to God, so happy, 200 subscribers. I can never be sad about that. Like, I can never. Most people will say, why is she so happy about 200 subscribers? My dear, you don't know what God has done for me. You can have a billion subscribers. I'm sorry, but my 200 people are like my 200 armies. Don't play. And I don't take you guys for granted. Never. Even with me not being so consistent in the past few months, you guys still subscribe. Like, what are we not saying? Hey, God. I am very, 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 very grateful. But let me tell you guys how I actually found out about my 200 subscribers. So I was 197, and my mom told me to go and plug her phone. So as I was plugging her phone, I said, okay, let me plug my phone as well. In the process of plugging the two phones, I just said, let me just check my YouTube to know if we have entered 200 subscribers, because I just posted a video that day. And as I opened it, see my 200 army standing strong. That is 200 plus, but then it was just 200. I started shouting. My mom thought electric was shocking me. She said, it was worth it. That scream was worth it, and I'll do it 1,000 times. God has been too faithful for you not to reverence Him. I'm sorry. Like, if you cannot, in Igbo, they will say is, Ikelechuko Nankome Omekozo. That is, if you thank God for the one He has done, He would do and outdo Himself. So we don't take anything for granted over here. We are very, very grateful people. So this is your sign to be grateful. This is your sign to be happy. If things are not going your way, it's only for a little while. Very soon, you would be dancing for joy. And you can only dance for joy in the future if you can reverence the one that has been done in the past. I actually have a cake, but I don't have candle to light on top of the cake. But my dad got a cake, and I just took one piece out of the cake, and I said I'm going to give it to my YouTube babies. So yeah, be happy, guys, be happy, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog.
Lord.
Bye, guys. I love you.
From the ages past, yeah, that is why your name, no, 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 is forever.